Hey everybody, wanted to give a quick update for class just so you guys have an idea of what's coming up, where you kind of need to be at, and just kind of overview of the different discussions I've seen recently. Pardon me. I was impressed at you guys, the way you went through and looked at this last week's discussion over the SAMR model. I love the SAMR model. I know you'll find folks out there that talk about that the SAMR model is not totally research based like some others, but while there isn't a ton of documented research on the SAMR model, I think it's a great go-to for allowing teachers to understand like where you can move technology in your classroom. And one of the problems is I find sometimes after giving a lesson on SAMR, teachers tend to think, oh, how am I supposed to stay at redefinition all the time? You're not. Really, just being able to navigate from substitution to redefinition and back again, that's really what I think that ideal class should look like. And so it's just taking those leaps to try something, hey, I can't do this without technology, so let's give it a shot in the class. So anyway, I really enjoyed reading your thoughts on that. Definitely some good conversations going back and forth as I think that was kind of a new concept for most of you. So definitely something worth looking into. Another good model is the TPAC model. So that would be something else to look up to just see kind of the different models of how you can use technology in the classroom. So as far as class, and I'm kind of looking at my notes here just so you have an idea. This previous week, you'll notice this week that was unlocked for you, there's not a ton in there other than the discussion, but the previous week there was a lot going on. So the wiki should be turned in by now, and you don't have to do anything on the actual turn in on Canvas. I grade everything from the wiki itself. Please just make sure you put your name with everything on the wiki resources and your page. Just make sure I know whose is whose. And I'll work through those and get those graded, hopefully this week. The Google tool you should be working on, so choose that Google tool. Go ahead and make sure you put your name down after you get it approved by me. Let me know what you're going to be doing that on, and make sure that tool's focused on the education aspect, how it can be used in education. Then you'll also notice the ISTE Standards ePortfolio. You all need to do that, but I know portfolios can stress people out sometimes. This one it's not hard because all of the projects, including the portfolio itself, in this class are the artifacts that go in that portfolio. So as long as you complete the projects in this class, your portfolio is done. The only thing you have to do is come up with the reflections for each one, a quick paragraph about how it meets the standard, and then a final reflection on the last part of the portfolio. And the portfolio template itself that I've linked, it walks you through all of that. The teacher website came available, so that is truly going in and making a website. I know a lot of the examples and some of the videos I have out there are from Google Sites, the original that we did on the wiki. But if you want to use the new Google Sites that has kind of that newer look and feel, go for it. You can totally make that website in there as well. In a lot of ways, it might even be easier. So feel free to do that. Continue working on the DGO project. Remember, that's where you're building that library of bookmarks. So literally, any website you go to in this class, if it's something related to SAMR, if it's Google Sites, go ahead and mark that, okay? Go ahead and mark that in your DGO. Work on those outliners. So this is one of those weeks while a new project didn't necessarily get announced, you have 2 or 3 out there that you need to be working on to stay on top of those. So that's it for our update for now. Reach out to me if you have any questions, and just keep up the great work.